all the latest updates, subscribe to News 9.
Hello, and you're watching News 9 Digital with me, Deepak. Well, the 30th of June is an important day as far as a tiny speck of land which goes by the name Hong Kong is concerned. 23 years after the territory of Hong Kong was formally handed over to China in 1997, Mainland China passed the controversial national security law, which aims at ensuring safety and security for the state. Beijing claims that the national security law is important to deal with issues such as terrorism, subversion, and foreign interference. But the critics say that this particular move will outlaw dissent and destroy the autonomy, freedom, while jeopardizing the rights of the people as envisaged in the basic law put into action by Britain and China ahead of formally handing over Hong Kong to China in 1997. But with this move, there are a lot of questions which are lingering in the minds of people, and to answer those questions, we have Arun Sundaram joining us from the newsroom. So Arun, what were the freedoms that were promised to the people of Hong Kong in 1997?
Well, the basic law or the joint declaration made it very clear that it will be status quo for a period of 50 years starting from 1st July 1997, that is ending on 30th June 2047. The idea was that the situation, status quo as far as Hong Kong was concerned, what it was under the British rule will continue, which means it will have its citizens being given complete freedom of speech. There'll be a free, transparent, and a nepotism-free judiciary at work. There'll be freedom of speech and press, and more importantly, as far as the issues of managing Hong Kong are concerned, particularly be it the foreign exchange, the banking, the currency, everything will be as it is. That is, it will be totally separate. The mainland China or the People's Republic of China will have no kind of involvement or indulgence in that. That was the idea behind the joint declaration and the basic law. But that seems to have been sidestepped at this point of time, Deepak.
Okay, Arun, as far as business is concerned, will it spook businessmen across the world?
To a large extent, yes, Deepak, because one is to assuage the feelings of the businessmen in the territory of Hong Kong. Many of them were worried that, yes, the preferential treatment that the United States used to bestow on them, that has evaporated, that has been completely done away with, which is true to a large extent. The second issue is what happens as far as the business, outside business is concerned. How does it flow into Hong Kong? Will the sense of confidence continue? Will it be business as usual? Because Hong Kong is a very important financial hub as far as North Asia is concerned. It rivals, remember, Tokyo. It's one of the three key hubs as far as Southeast Asia, along with Singapore and Tokyo. So the administration will have to do everything possible to ensure that business interests are protected and businessmen do feel safe, that doing business is nothing out of the blue or nothing out of, unusual, and that it is status quo. The question is, to what extent will the Hong Kong SAR government go that extra mile to assuage the businessmen, particularly those residing in Hong Kong, Deepak?
Also, Arun, now US-Hong Kong sanctions threaten close to $1.1 trillion in China funding. So, what is China currently staring at?
Well, as I said, Hong Kong is a thriving financial city. A lot of financial transactions go through Hong Kong. It's a very important hub, financial hub in Southeast Asia and North Asia. Now, obviously, there will be a sense of what's going to happen next, but it appears that Hong Kong can tide over this problem. They do have the wherewithals, their forex reserves. Remember, I'm talking of Hong Kong's forex reserves. I'm not talking about the foreign exchange reserves of China. Mainland China is a totally different ball game. Whereas when you come to Hong Kong itself, you have close to over over $400 billion of foreign exchange reserves, and the Hong Kong currency is usually pegged to the US dollar, and at this point of time the peg is being moved a little bit around to take care of the volatility factor, but by and large Hong Kong has the deep pockets to take care of itself. The only issue is, as I've been reiterating, the Hong Kong SAR government will have to go that extra mile to assuage the business community, saying that it's business as usual, you don't have to worry, we will ensure your rights are protected, Deepak.
Also, Arun, how are other countries looking at these developments?
Well, at this point of time, 2 or 3 important things have happened. One is the US has stripped Hong Kong of the preferential rates of taxation, particularly on duties. So that's a bit of a negative, and it could probably signal a situation where other countries may also look at trying to punish China by imposing certain kind of sanctions, not as much as what the US was doing, because US was a key destination for exports going out of Hong Kong. And the more important thing is, how does EU respond to this, because EU is also concerned that the voice of the people is being muzzled. So will the EU crack the whip? That remains to be seen at this point of time, Deepak.
Well, that was Arun Sundaram joining us from the newsroom, and he gave us his opinions and also answered most of the questions that are currently lingering in the minds of the people. And as many Hong Kongers have clearly said, that China's move could seriously jeopardize their living in the island city. Well, that was the Hong Kongers' view. So leave your comments and your opinions in the comment section below, and also do like, share and subscribe to News 9 Digital on all social media platforms. Thank you for watching.